Hello, Sat Sri Akal, and welcome to SKA Awaaz, Voices That Inspire, a podcast brought to you specially by the Singapore Khalsa Association. Our guest today is a true legend in the Singapore football scene. Mr Jita Singh made history as the youngest coach of the Singapore national football team at just 29 years old. Under his leadership, Singapore celebrated a Malaysia Cup victory in 1980 and earned silver medals at the SEA Games in 1983 and 1989. Beyond the pitch, he has shaped generations of players, coaching Tampines Rovers during the early years of the S-League. He was a director of football at the Police Sports Association. He coached the Sembawang Rangers. He was training coaches in Asia under the FIFA umbrella. He was a full-time employee of the Asian Football Confederation and later served as senior head of game development at the Football Association of Singapore, where he laid the foundations for youths and grassroots football. Mr Jita Singh was also the sports chairperson at the Singapore Khalsa Association in the 1990s, where the football scene was brought to a different level and continues to work closely with the SKA Veterans Football Advisors. Today we are honoured to have him on SKA Awaaz to share his remarkable journey and reflections. We also have a special guest host today who will be leading this conversation with Mr Jita Singh, Mr Rasvinder Singh Bhullar, Executive Director at D2D Sports and host of Backpass with Ras podcast. Thank you to the both of you for joining us. Rasvinder, over to you.
Sat Sri Akal, Harpreet, and all listeners. Thank you for the honour and the invitation that I've got to host this show with a true legend of Singapore football and of our Sikh society, Mr Jita Singh. How are you doing, Mr Jita Singh? Sat Sri Akal, first of all.
Sat Sri Akal to everyone. And also, I'm honoured to be asked or invited to this podcast.
Yes. So before we even roll this show, you are sharing with us many interesting stories. So we're going to go through those stories today. First of all, you might not know this, but he is actually the first ever Sikh player to play for the Singapore national team.
Yes, in the 60s.
Yeah, in the 60s. Yeah. So I want to understand, in the 60s, there wasn't any professional football in Singapore.
Right.
How did the selection come about?
Oh yeah, this is very interesting, because the selection was not done by the coach. They had a selection committee, right? So we'll be getting ready for the match, and then they will deliberate, the committee, and then the spokesman will come into the dressing room and say, okay, the following we'll be playing.
Okay, so was there like a trial you guys went
No,
on
we were
trial?
training under a coach,
already training.
But the decision is not made by the coach.
Okay.
It's a selection committee.
Okay.
Right? Unlike now, where the manager coach, actually basically is the coach lah. But some countries they will call it manager.
Yeah.
So they will decide which is the right way to go, because why? The game's philosophy, concept and all is set by the coach.
Yes.
So he's the best person to know who should be fielded and what kind of formation. Because when we were playing, it was not so much the formation. Right? We were very,
you got to tell us about the formation, because I remember the formations were a bit wild in those days.
Not exactly wild. It was called a WM
Yeah,
system.
WM, right?
Yeah. So we had right back, left back, centre back, right half, left half, then inside right, outside right, that kind of positions. And then we don't hear of overlaps. Everybody is, just guarding their own positions and all that. So the game has evolved. I think in 1974, when Holland introduced
Total football. Yes.
Under Johan Cruyff.
Yeah.
Right, where everyone can come up and score. So the game started to evolve until today. You got so many systems and formations. But again, sometimes coaches don't understand, or people don't understand. They say, Brazil playing 4-2-4, then we also will play 4-2-4. It's not correct, because if you don't have the players make the system.
Yeah.
If you don't have that kind of players, you cannot play any system that you think. So you must fit in. That's why the coach's role play an important role. Important part.
Yeah.
Right.
Now, if I were to bring you back to your first call-up, okay?
Yeah.
When you got that call-up, what was the reaction of your family?
My family was very supportive.
Yeah.
Very supportive. But see, when I was involved in football, the community were not so happy.
Oh, okay. Why is that so?
Because that time, if you mention Khalsa or Sikhs, the national game is hockey. So I had even a few members of the community going up to my father's workplace and trying to convince my father to take me out of football. They said, why is he playing football? He should be, because I'm the only one around there running around. So my father was kind enough to say, I leave it to him. As long as he's involved in sports, I'm happy with that.
Okay.
So I continued. So I had the support of my family at that time.
But not the community. So even when you got the call up, there wasn't a change in sentiment among the community.
No, not really. And then in fact, when I became chairman sports here at Khalsa, I was trying to push, and quite strong resistance from the hockey fraternity.
Okay.
But then subsequently we went into the S League, professional league. Although we did not have many Punjabi boys, but the image, Khalsa, I think that attracted some more Sikhs to come in. And I was very heartened last year when I was appointed advisor to prepare for the Gurdwara Cup. And I saw our academy. We had close to, I think, about 70 Punjabi boys, right? And the parents are also around. So I thought this is a very good move. At least, we can get more Punjabi players to come up and then play for the national team.
Yeah, that's true. On the national team as well, I think this is a very interesting point. Singapore went over to England for a training camp. You're part of that training camp, isn't it?
Yes.
What was that experience like?
Wow. Culture. Right. Firstly, because the weather was cold. We even played one game, I think it was Watford, I think, where we, before the game, we put this ointment, that time it's called Sloan's. Supposed to be very hot, so we rub onto our body and then we put on layers, when we went in. Still, the rain was like hailstone, hitting you. Painful. But it was a good experience. Secondly, also the food, right? Because you can't get what you are getting now. And at that time, in the 70s, very difficult to find Indian food. So you got to make do with whatever they give you, That was a good experience. Because we were supposed to train with Arsenal, who were in the finals of the FA Cup, and also Chelsea, right? But unfortunately, they didn't work out because they were preparing for their own finals.
All right.
So they would not have time for us. But we visited their
training
stadium,
ground,
their facilities and all that. And definitely that was my first time going to Europe.
So first time overseas as well?
Not so, because overseas
Malaysia considers
you play in this region, Thailand, all the kind of tournaments, especially Thailand, because we have the King's Cup.
I
they invite us annually, and then Indonesia. But to go that far, especially England and then also to go to Wembley Stadium.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah,
the Mecca of football. Some say.
But actually, I would say the Mecca of food is what they call Maracana.
Okay. Fair enough. In terms of achievements with the national team as a player, what would you say was your highest achievement?
The highest, well, at that time, our team wasn't that good, I would say. But one incident which I cannot forget, because I was a rookie, I just came into the team. So I was in the newspaper headlines and all that. So we went to Malacca to play the Singapore team. Those days we travel in coach. We don't have the luxury, to travel by air or whatever. So
was this part of the Malaysia Cup?
Yes. Okay. Yeah. So away, so we were playing in Malacca. So when we arrived at the stadium, there were a small community Punjabis, They were waiting, because they want to see who is this Jita Singh,
Okay.
Right? So everybody alighted. Then I was actually happened to be the last one. I came down.
Yes.
I look like a Malay. So the guys came up to me. Encik boleh tumpang tanya itu Jita Singh mana satu? Because they were looking for the no one.
Okay. No one left over.
Then I said Sat Sri Akal ji. Then I spoke in Punjabi. So they got a shock. I said I'm Jita Singh. So after the game, they hosted some prontas and all that. So that one is etched in my mind.
Oh, that's beautiful. That was in the Gurdwara? In the Malacca Gurdwara?
No.
Just outside?
We came to the stadium, the Kubu Stadium.
Right.
But after that, they just gathered. We went to somebody's house. I don't know, one of the...
It was hosted in someone's house.
Yeah,
right.
short one. Yeah.
Okay. And now the next interesting point is you are the youngest ever coach to coach for the Singapore national team at 29 years old.
Yeah.
So most players at 29, they'll still be part of their footballing career.
Yes.
You got into coaching already. How did that process start?
Okay.
When did it start?
Right. I played for Singapore from I think 67, right up to 72.
Okay.
Right. So to the tail end, I took up refereeing actually. I became a referee, and then I saw in the refereeing scene there were too many pais.
Oh, there were?
Oh, a lot.
Okay.
H.S. Dillon, Lumba and all that. Then I look at the coaching side. Hey, there's no one. So I decided to take up coaching.
Okay.
That time it was under Trevor Hadley. He was the director. I attended the courses and all that. And then I also went to England to do my preliminary, the international preliminary in London. And then after that I came back, I was appointed the intermediate team coach. And we did well. There was one tournament in Thailand, the King's Cup, where we were the intermediate. Intermediate is equivalent to our Young Lions now.
Okay.
Young side. And we had opponents, the Malaysian national team with Santok, Sochinan, Mokhtar and all.
Yes,
and even Thailand, because host, right?
Yeah.
They also put in their best team, their first team.
Yeah.
And with the grace of God, in the prelim, we beat Malaysia with all their stars.
Yeah.
And then in the semi-finals, we beat Thailand and we entered the finals.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yes, but in the finals, we had to meet Malaysia again.
Okay.
And then so happened that during the semi-finals, my goalkeeper, my regular goalkeeper, the late Lim Chiu Ping, got injured. He got a hairline fracture. So he was replaced by David Lee. And David Lee, first game, he was a bit nervous and all that. I'm not giving excuses, but the scenario, and then we lost to Malaysia. But we entered the finals.
Yeah, right? Big achievement.
Very big achievement. They call us the Cups.
Who were some of the players in this team?
I had Surya Murthy, I had Jayaprakash, I think. I cannot remember some. But it was a very young team.
Okay.
And I think the captain was Ghani from Sembawang.
What year was that?
If I'm not wrong, 70, could be 78, I think,
late 70s.
Yeah, late 70s. So with that kind of results, obviously, when the coach was retiring, not say retiring, his contract was coming to end, and what they had two other coaches assigned to get ready to take over, So when the time came, the council asked, and they said no. They didn't want to for whatever reasons. And then I was then the intermediate coach. We did well, right? And how I got in, I didn't know at all. Those days, the PIE, highway?
Yeah.
Below, there used to be, like a hawker center.
Okay.
So normally after training and all that, we'll go there, sit down, chit-chat, all that before we go home. Suddenly I see the reporters all coming, photographers coming, they started taking my pictures. I say, what's happening, boy? They say, congratulations. I say, for what? You've been just appointed national coach.
Oh, that's some way for you to get the news.
Yeah. I said, but nobody told me anything, I mean, they should at least ask me whether I want to take up the role. He said, no, the council just decided you are our national coach.
Okay.
So next day I called the chairman, then was Mr. N. Ganesan. Rather, before I called him, he also called me already. He said, normally they always call me Baila, Hey, Bai. The council has decided that you are now our national coach. I said, how come you all didn't ask me? Because I know the other two were groomed to take over from Trevor Hadley.
Who were the other two?
I think better not to mention. Just leave it.
Okay, fair enough.
Right. So for whatever reasons, they didn't want to. So council decided that you should be. Then I said, but at least, I think courtesy, you should ask me, right? Then he used a derogatory term in Tamil, but translation is, why you got no guts? So I accept challenges. If you have confidence in me, I will take it up.
Wow.
So that's how I came into the scene, right? Okay. And the thing is, the players that were there, they were my peers. We played together in a team, and suddenly I'm going to become their coach.
Okay.
Of course, there was some resistance by them not wanting to play in the sense that because we all amateurs, They say we got work commitments, family commitments and all. I said no issue, because I had my intermediate already prepared. They're a good team, so I brought most of them up, except for one or two of the seniors who wanted to play, and then I called back the late Arshad Khamis into the team, and again, my first assignment was SEA Games in Indonesia.
Okay.
Jakarta. 79, I think. I think it was 79.
All right.
78 or something. I think sometimes 79, I think. So the newspaper wrote, this team will come back with 0 points. Why? Number one, all the senior players are not there. It's a young team. Number two, we were in a very strong group. We were with defending champion Burma, which is Myanmar now. Right? I think Malaysia and Thailand or Indonesia, I cannot remember now. So everybody given up hope, kind of like the newspapers.
Yeah.
Those days the newspapers will carry football news every day, So
local football.
It was hyped up so much. And we beat Myanmar, defending champions.
Nice.
And then we also drew, if I'm not wrong, Thailand. So we came back with 4 points.
Nice.
Right?
Yeah.
So that is another achievement, my first assignment. And then my second assignment was the pre-Olympic Asia Group 3 in Singapore, where we had all including Iran. Iran was a very good team. And here again, we beat North Korea. They were the Asian representatives of the World Cup. We beat North Korea, we beat India, we beat China, we beat Sri Lanka. We only lost to Iran. They were one class above us.
Okay.
And we did well again,
Yeah.
And then the following year, the Olympics, Iran didn't want to go because of political reasons.
Yeah.
So we were supposed to go. For similar reasons, we also didn't go.
Okay.
Because we boycotted the Olympics was to be held in Moscow.
Oh yeah, 1980 Olympics. So in terms of achievements, will you say this is your biggest achievement as a coach?
I think, to me, right, this one as well as the Malaysia Cup and SEA Games. Although we did not win gold, but SEA Games, right, twice we were in the finals. Once in Singapore, the other one in Malaysia. And then pre-Olympic, of course, and then the Malaysia Cup, right? But I think my strength is in motivating people, because we had raw talent, and then how I bring them up, I think God's grace, that is my strength, and for that I think we were successful.
Right, fair enough. So in your involvement with the Singapore Khalsa Association, it's been a pretty long involvement as well, from the 90s, start in between as well. Now you're back involved with the Singapore Khalsa Association. What is your take from all of this?
Well, I would like to see more of our community members moving up. Because why?
To play sports?
To play sports, right? Besides, of course, the normal, education.
And by that you mean national sports, representing the nation?
Yes, okay. Representing the nation. I think we have the talent, and we have the means, and we are, equitable to all the others. And now I think recently someone has just taken over in the development, the academy. I was very pleased to see last year when I came in to train the seniors, And I saw there were at least about 70
kids,
kids, and a lot of Punjabis, including their parents coming to support. So I thought it was a good thing. And then I don't know what happened. Suddenly, it dwindled. The last time I saw them, there were hardly 10. Yeah. So now we are trying to revive. I've just got involved. So hopefully, we can bring up the community. And football is, of course, the simplest game, right?
Yeah.
And the interest. I mean, if you look, which other game can bring in 30, 40,000 spectators? Even then, you see the EPL, the number of supporters worldwide.
Yes.
Of course, not forgetting Singapore,
of course. Yeah.
So it is one game there we can excel, right? And then also help the nation.
Okay, I got to ask this question to you. You have been with Singapore Khalsa Association for quite a long time. So you've witnessed Singapore Khalsa Association's football team emerge into the professional scene as part of Clementi Khalsa. And what have you noticed in terms of the difference between nurturing sportsmen in football, in hockey, and perhaps other sports as well, from then and now?
Well, I would say this, you see, for the community, right, our main involvement then was the Gurudwara Cup.
Yes.
Okay, I played in the Gurudwara Cup because that's the only tournament where we as a community are eligible. Right. Yeah. Subsequently, we are doing well, or we are still doing well. That time they were known as NFL Division 1. Yes. Now I think it's SFL.
SFL, yes.
Yeah. Still we are doing well, right? But it's a mix now.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think firstly, it's nice to see that parents are still encouraging their children to be involved in sports. But let's look at getting into excellence. Right. Which means that the parents got to give more support. Like recently, I just met yesterday when we had a session, the new academy. There's a parent whose son is already in JNDC.
Oh, that's good.
JNDC is what you call Unleash the Raw program. And I saw him and he's talented. So that's a good thing because the encouragement coming from the parent. Let's hope that more parents will come forward and do likewise.
And back in those days, how was the players' development like?
The scene is so much different, because when I was playing and I was involved, you hardly see parents coming down. Right? You don't see parents supporting. It's on your own. Okay? But today's generation is different. You see, at every training session you find parents. Right? And I think that's a good thing because with their encouragement, bringing the parents, bringing the children home and ensuring that they sleep well, they eat well, that is a good thing, right? But again, there was one parent who told me when I was running an academy, he said, you guys you have your trainings on Saturdays or on the weekend, right? And on the weekend is a time when we are resting because Monday to Friday we are working. I say, you can adjust what? He said, no. On Friday night already, Friday evening, my son is already telling me, Dad, don't forget, tomorrow morning I got to go for training. So we got to get up early and then send him. So I, again, affected by not having enough rest. So I said, yeah, that's your investment now. Because why? If your son does well, he can earn maybe a good life, right? And also
the family gets the name as well.
Family will get the name when he is in the national team, right? That's an investment for you. I say sacrifice lah. It's a good thing, rather than you get some negative effects.
Yeah, that's true. Instead of being letting him free and going out and
correct.
mixing with the bad company,
bad company and all.
That's true. Fair enough. And very briefly, just share with us, what do you think is stopping Sikhs from representing Singapore in sports or getting to the next level? I know a lot play leisurely, but not many play sports professionally.
Firstly, I think it is not only the Sikhs, right? As a nation, our priorities, right? I think education is one, and the other one is, of course, defense, right? So where parents are concerned, most parents are maybe quite reluctant to push their children into sports, and especially our Punjabis, right? They look at it and say, how much, where's your future if you are involved in football or into sports and all that. That could be a reason. Secondly, also because, when they reach 17 and all, they have to serve national service. So if you're training from 7 years old to 17 and then you go in, right, after 2 years or so, when you come out, there's damage control that we need to do. But on their part, a lot of distractions. See, when I was involved, right, younger days, firstly, we did not have TV earlier, and then we are not able to get EPL games or international games. So whatever we are involved in now, we are passionate about it, right? But today's generation, there are so many distractions, right? I think passion is the one which can drive you, right? And of course the support from the community, from the association, from the parents and the school. If all these organizations can play a part, right, I think it will help.
All right. And I do hope as well that we see more Sikhs representing Singapore in national sports. And as you mentioned, passion. I think I feel, in different ways perhaps we can encourage that.
But actually, if you look back, right, now, there are not many also Sikhs playing hockey.
Yeah, that is true.
Right? At one time, they were dominating,
Yeah.
Right? Today, you see?
Yeah, they're in the minority.
Yeah, similarly. So again, it could be because of the other things, which became priority for them.
Yes. First of all, thank you for sharing your thoughts and memories. There were so many, and it was wonderful to hear all that you've got to share with us, and as well as your advice for the future generations. So I hope the future generations find a middle ground, balancing between your priorities, your education and sports, and representing a nation. I think there's no bigger honor than representing your nation in a sport. And this is me now, Ras, signing out. Thank you very much.
Most welcome. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to share.
A big thank you to Mr. Jita Singh for sharing his amazing journey in football, and most of all for his heartfelt encouragement to our youth to keep pushing forward, dream big and stay grounded. We truly appreciate the wisdom and energy you've brought in today's conversation. And of course, a special thanks to our guest host, Rasvinder Bhullar, for leading such an engaging and meaningful discussion. To all our listeners, we hope you have enjoyed today's chat as much as we did. Don't forget to share this episode with your friends and family. Follow SKA Awaaz on Spotify, YouTube, and social media, and help us spread more inspiring voices from our community. Until next time, let's carry on the spirit of football, teamwork, and resilience, both on and off the field. This is SKA Awaaz, Voices that Inspire.